came about from a reoccurring dream that I had 10 nights in a row a few months ago of like a bull that killed me. And then when I came to, I was sort of, I was looking through the eyes of the bull, so I was the bull or whatever. I took it as like a rebirth of like, bull signifies like a strong, confident, sort of, you know, maybe dangerous thing. And I had already been sort of going back to my roots because I grew up on the blues and like it's what I've always played in between anything that I've done or projects in the past. I grew so much since my last record. Like when I recorded my last record, I was going through a really tough time. I went through a lot of depression and just trying to find out who I was again, and now I feel really confident, and so it was just sort of like, just made sense. Like when I picked up the guitar, I wanted it loud and I wanted it crunchy and unapologetic, and this is just what sort of came out, and so it just feels right. It just feels like home, you know? Yeah, we recorded it at the same place, at Catherine North, with Dan, Adrian, and we basically made a deal that it would be very immediate, because I wanted it to be very off the cuff. Like a lot of the songs that are on the record are just scratch tracks that we just played through once and they ended up being the right takes. It was just all about feel. And we also did it all on tape, which was different because you have to think differently when you're recording on tape. You can't really go back and touch up and edit. I mean, you can, but it's really tedious, so we just decided to try and capture a moment and take that take, and that's how it sort of happened. It was very quick and very raw and real, I guess. There's imperfections in it, so. Last record, it took 2 years to make because I was going through a lot of emotional upheaval in my personal life, and so I needed time to like just sort of go through that stuff and then, you know, record when I was able to, because it was a really tough time. Like I would literally not be able to get out of bed for a few weeks, and then I'd call Dan up and be like, okay, let's do this. And it was sort of, I don't know, it was very healing to do that record in like a cheesy way. Mm-hmm. And this one, because of the state that I'm at, where I'm confident and I'm happy and I'm just where I'm at, where I want to be musically, I guess to do it faster, it just seemed like the most appropriate thing to do, to capture the moment of what I had, to keep that excitement going and that raw energy, as opposed to like perfection. Not that my last album was perfection, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Like it was very. Dan's the best.
Moments of the key thing of anything. So
yeah. Dan's awesome. I love working with him. We have such a good rapport now and such a good trust from those 2 years that now it was just a matter of like, we're both obsessed with vintage guitars and guitar tones and like pedals and stuff like that. So we just had so much fun. It was just like every day in the studio was, it didn't seem like work at all, you know.
Awesome.
It was good. There was nerves at the beginning because it's so much of a drastic change that I didn't know whether the fans that I had from my last album would understand it, but I've been really lucky and a lot of people have just embraced it, and so I'm really just excited to play it live because it's fun. It's like my last tour that I did with the last record, I started getting bored because it's like playing cowboy chords over and over. I mean, it's great, but it was just like I needed a challenge, so I wrote parts on the guitar that I couldn't play when I started writing it and that I still have trouble with, so it's like I have to keep up with myself, and this music forces me to move around on stage, which is fun. So I can't wait to tour and to play it live. I mean, that's the whole point of writing a blues record, I guess.